fans, welcome to another edition of Boxing for Real. I'm your host, Don Omega. This is Iron Truth. Today we're doing our mailbag, so this is from Chris. Just want to say y'all make it seem like everyone can beat Margarito and that he's garbage. Then why the top two pound-for-pound fighters in Winky Wright and Floyd Mayweather turned down career-high purses to face him? I mean, this so-called everyone can beat Margarito guy has the top guys avoiding career purses. First of all, I'm just going to say this. This goes any fight ever. We don't really know what they're making. We read it on these boxing sites, what's reported. We don't truly know. And that really, quite frankly, it's pretty irrelevant when you think about it. And we're going to focus on the fight for this. This is going to be a little lengthy answer, so let's get to it.
Well, I just want to ask a question to any Margarito fan out there that gives him any kind of a chance against Floyd Mayweather, Winky Wright, any skilled fighter basically. What the hell do you people see in this guy that is so special looking to you that can make you think he can be, wide punches, slow punches.
About like that form too.
Not power, not speed, no accuracy, not good on his feet, no footwork, horrible defense. So what are you seeing? Mayweather, best defensive fighter in boxing, one of the best ever. He would eat that style up.
You think Mayweather can't block this?
Yeah, Mayweather would laugh at him. He would call somebody on his cell phone, have a conversation before Margarito gets a punch to him. Mayweather dominates him, stops him late, maybe a decision. I could see it. Margarito probably takes a good punch, although we don't know because he's never been with an elite fighter. The best fighter is Kermit Cintron. Winky Wright has the second best defense in boxing. Same thing, although he could just stay on the outside. He doesn't. He kind of covers up right in front of you instead of laying back like Mayweather does.
Here's a great reason Mayweather beats Margarito. Jose Luis Castillo is a better fighter.
Right, in
He's
every
fought
way.
at welterweight before, so he has welterweight power.
Yeah.
And because every time he's fought at welterweight, he's knocked his opponent
Four
out.
times.
And so he has welterweight power. Margarito probably has a little more power actually, because he's he's naturally bigger, and he's probably really should be at 154 anyhow. But he still throws wide punches, and we what what happened with Mayweather Castillo, the two fights. Yeah, it was Mayweather's toughest fights, but you know what? Castillo was better. Castillo's better than Margarito
in every way,
and Mayweather still handled him.
Yeah.
So the same thing would happen again, and Mayweather would come in prepared.
Yeah, knowing wanting to shut people up that think Margarito has a chance, still don't know how they get to that.
And the fight might get made. I actually won't be surprised. Mayweather's waiting for the Mosley-Vargas fight to finish up.
He knows he can
and
make
he's probably
more.
waiting for the Gatti-Baltimore fight. Then he'll probably make his decision.
I think he chooses Margarito over the Gatti-Baltimore winner. Obviously, if it's Gatti, he's not going to choose to fight Gatti again.
Absolutely, he won't fight Gatti.
Baltimore, hope he doesn't choose to fight Baltimore. I would rather see him in there with Margarito than him.
Absolutely.
Baltimore's a joke. I've said it before.
Don't get us wrong. We want Mayweather to fight him. We want someone to fight Margarito. So you people will shut up about him.
Yes, please. And you mentioned
he's overhyped, and when he loses, don't you people come out and saying, "Well, Margarito was overrated."
He was overrated.
Yeah,
anyway.
You were the ones that were overrating him.
So give Mayweather his credit when he beats
him. The Mayweather fans were saying it all along.
Just like the Gatti fight. Now you try to say Gatti was overrated. Well, we knew what was going to happen with Mayweather and Gatti.
Then why were you
picking Gatti to knock him out then?
Exactly.
So anyway, you said Margarito should be at 154. Well, if we remember correctly, he tried 154, got beat by a guy named Daniel Santos, who's a southpaw with no power. Daniel Santos made him look like an amateur. That's why he moved back down to 147. Because he couldn't cut it up there against Daniel Santos.
Against people his own weight.
Yep. So you take a guy, say Zab Judah at 147. Please make that fight. Judah will kill him. He will put him in a coma.
Let's do that in October.
Absolutely, that would be great. If that could be Judah's first fight back after Mayweather, that would be perfect. Against Margarito, Judah will knock him out, no doubt about it. He will embarrass him. Margarito will not win a round.
And Mr. Chris, you also said something about Mosley ducking Margarito. No, he didn't. Where are you getting that from? Mosley, look at who Mosley's been fighting. Winky Wright and Fernando Vargas. Both guys would beat the living hell out of Margarito. So come on. Mosley would too.
Yeah, Mosley beats Margarito easily, faster.
He beats him better than Vargas would, really.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
Wright, maybe not, but either way.
Mosley probably knocks Margarito out. Wright probably beats him by a lopsided decision, so it would look more impressive for Mosley, I guess, than it would for Wright, because Wright's not a power puncher. But anyway, you know, any of the top guys beat Margarito. Collazo, even some people that aren't top elite guys. I would pick people at 140 coming up to beat Margarito. Vivian Harris, I would pick to beat Margarito. Cotto, of course.
Ricky Hatton, I'd pick him.
I wouldn't say definite on that. That would be a pick 'em fight for me. I could see either way.
The only thing is he did get hit by Collazo and got in trouble. So there, I could see Margarito hitting him and getting him in a lot of trouble.
I could see either way on that, definitely. Costazu, if he moves up to 147, I pick him over Margarito. I pick Shambe Mitchell over Margarito. Paul Williams over Margarito.
Absolutely, I'd love to see that.
Definitely. The winner of that fight should get Margarito if Margarito doesn't fight any elite fighter, because if he fights an elite fighter, he's gone.
There's this, whenever a fighter is having trouble getting fights, supposedly, a fighter takes certain steps to get those fights. One thing a fighter does, especially a fighter with a promoter like Bob Arum, that's a good promoter. He's a powerful promoter.
Right. He makes fights
and
happen.
He's got clout with the boxing commission,
networks,
the boxing sanctioning bodies.
Definitely.
And why is Margarito not ranked in the IBF, WBA, or WBC? Say they're trinket titles, whatever, who cares? Point is, he doesn't have any of them. He's got the least recognized belt of those four belts.
Of the four that matter.
And he's not even ranked in the other ones. He should have been doing what Zab Judah did. Zab Judah went up, he grabbed all the titles, so anyone coming to welterweight would have to go through him. Right. This is what fighters do. Yeah, he allowed Baltimore to not get knocked out, and he messed up in doing that, but he still took a step in trying to get fights, where Margarito hasn't done this. All he's done is stayed on the websites saying, no one will fight me, no one will fight me.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
A lot of people have called him out, by the way, too, and he responds to nothing. Paul Williams, Joshua Clottey called him out. I can see not responding to that, but, Judah's called him out, of course. Also,
Clottey's about as good as Centron, as far as name power,
basically. And, Margarito's overrated, one of the most overrated fighter in boxing, probably today, along with...
Look at these other guys' list of fighters, then look at his list of fighters. No comparison. You even said that in another email. So anyhow, thanks for emailing us in. We'll just have to agree to disagree, I guess. Keep watching the show. Let's go on to the next question. Okay, this guy, he actually posted on one of the forums somewhere. He posted on one of the videos. Yeah. And you can also message us. Don't just post your question on the video. Message the video to us, the question to us. Yeah. You can do that through YouTube. We're fine with that. Okay, Anarchist Alcoholic writes, bring him what belt? The ABC belts don't matter. I agree completely with the video, guys. By the way, wouldn't it be nice to see a Castillo-Ricardo Torres match? Talk about a good guy for Castillo to start out in the junior welters with. Yeah, I think that'd be a great match. Personally, I think it would be a great match for Castillo to start at for junior welters to debut at. I think it'd be an explosive fight.
Well, definitely, it'd be an all-brawling war type of fight, of course, that would get people's attention. Obviously, I think Castillo knocks him out, stops him, probably better than Cotto did, because Castillo, knowing what he did to Cotto, knowing that Cotto struggled with him, he's going to come in better prepared than Cotto did for him. That could set up a fight.
And Castillo, truthfully, probably has a better chin than Cotto so far from what's been seen.
I would have to say that, of course. But Castillo moving up to 140. That'd be a decent fight. I just want to see him move up, period. Whoever he fights in his first fight, get it out of the way.
I'd rather it be a guy like Torres than a guy like Mark Suarez or some bullshit.
So, but anyway, that could set up Cotto Castillo, which would be a definite great fight. I'd like Cotto in that fight. But and what was the other part of the fact about the belts? I guess he's speaking on Corrales and Casamayor. The fact that Corrales,
the ABC belts don't matter. Yeah.
The fact that Corrales was saying, "Bring me a title." Well, he brought you a knockout, so
he shouldn't have a title to begin with.
No,
he lost his last
fight.
4th round knockout. Come on.
One punch.
The weight. What are you talking about?
You weighed more.
You weighed more on that night. Exactly.
Give it up.
That makes the point moot when you came in a little more on the night of the fight anyhow.
Definitely.
So get over it.
You shouldn't be at lightweight any more than Castillo, so you need to go up too.
Go fight your bombs. Go find your bums, Corrales. You obviously don't want to fight anyone real anymore.
No. So
you're content to fight nobodies.
Or Freitas, who quit.
Who already quit against you.
Yeah, so that's a reason to fight him again.
And he'd probably embarrass you in the first 6 rounds again, anyhow.
Yeah, and then quit again. So.
Yep. Okay, anyhow, no moss on that question. Okay, final question we're going to do. Hey, it's from a guy named Dave here. Hey, love the show. How about Kermit Cintron pulling out against that Richard Gutierrez guy? And what y'all think of Josh Clottey? Thanks, Dave. Okay, well, I'm not happy with Cintron pulling out of that fight.
I'm not happy. I'm not surprised.
Now we got to watch Josh Clottey. Just to answer your question, don't think much of him or Emmanuel. He's better than Emmanuel, but that's like saying shit is better than vomit. Who cares?
No, Joshua Clottey, nothing.
He's a decent
guy
to be the opponent for someone else.
Not to be taken serious, really.
He's not a guy I care about to see as the main event.
Right,
Let's put
definitely
it that way.
not. Richard Gutierrez should have his way with him.
I don't think so.
Saw Gutierrez one time only on Friday Night Fights against Tomas Davis, who has a win over Kendall Holt.
I don't care to go over this fight too much, but I do think Clottey will win.
I'm going to go with Gutierrez.
Clottey's fought the much better opposition. Gutierrez has fought absolute shit. If you look at his record, his combined loss record on that, their losses are more than their wins by far.
Well,
it's not even close.
Who exactly has Clottey fought that's top?
He's fought people with more wins than losses, that's for sure. And he'll beat Gutierrez, and who cares?
Well, I'm going with Gutierrez.
I'll bet you real money on it right here.
Okay, $1,000.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we got a $1,000 bet. So you got to watch that fight to see who wins the bet between us.
Absolutely, you got to watch it now.
Yeah. So I picked Gutierrez, probably by decision.
I'll pick Clottey decision. Sure.
So should be a interesting fight. See exactly where Gutierrez is in his career. See if he can progress in a good way, or see if Clottey can move further to a title shot or the elite level. So we'll have to see.
I don't think either guy will amount to much personally. Like I said, I didn't like him, and now I'm betting on him. What am I doing? Anyhow, to get back to your question on Cintron, he's wanting to fight Mark Suarez for a title eliminator.
For the title, IBF, for the vacant IBF title.
Oh, okay, yeah, it is for the title.
Floyd Mayweather vacated.
That's right, Suarez wanted the title eliminator in his last fight somehow. How he was even in the running, who knows?
No. You'd have to ask his promoter, Don King, of course.
Who has a lot of influence over the IBF.
Yeah.
As does Aram. But anyhow, yeah, I guess Cintron's just wanting to pick up an easy title. He's wanting to do like Gaddy and pick up an easy belt. Just like Hatton tried to do with Luis Collazo.
Didn't work. Collazo beat him. Mark Suarez, nobody. Cintron should beat him, so he picks up a title, whatever. You'll have him and Gaddy as 2 champs of the welterweight division. That's awful. That looks awful. These guys both lost very recently and both got dominated. These guys look to fight nobodies. and they do a great job of it, and they knock them out. But, you know, when they step up, they get destroyed, and hopefully that happens to both soon again.
Yep, and I think that's going to do it for our mailbag edition, Boxing for Real. Thanks for checking us out. Remember, you can always email your questions, boxingforreal@gmail.com. Check us out on the web at omegafights.com. And, yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye.